Hey guys, welcome back to Axis and Allies, the Garrison Detroit here, coming to you from the bunker with the one and only Sired Blood, the creator of the BBR and the creator of this magnificent war room that has been working extremely hard the last couple of years or two, right? Maybe like a year or so?
Yes.
Since you bought your new home, and in the basement of his home, he's actually built a war room, a bunker, okay, which is, I tell you guys, absolutely fantastic. We're currently at the 3rd annual BBR this year. So this is the first time at the bunker here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes,
So,
yes.
the first two BBRs were actually in California, right? So fantastic. They were extremely successful, and here we are at the 3rd BBR, which is quite an accomplishment, figuring that we're just getting over a pandemic.
Yeah.
So for a second there, it looked like we may not even have a 3rd BBR. So just the fact that we're pulling this thing off, or that you're pulling it off, is quite a feat and quite an accomplishment, to say the least.
We actually filmed it. I didn't think we would film. I mean, I really thought maybe just be us friends, a few people playing, but not like we filled the tables.
And actually, how many? You got what? 4 tables.
Yeah, so 16 players are here
16
today.
players. Okay. It's one table less than last year's, because I believe last year's we had 5.
We did, and we could have had 5 this year, but I wanted to keep the tables more distance, so we had to. We dropped it to 4. Make sure you can see they're pretty spread out.
They are very spread. It's actually a very spacious bunker that Sired has here. So even though we only currently have 4 tables, I think we have room for at least, at the very least, 2 more tables.
And still be comfortable.
And still be comfortable. Like, if push came to shove, you could have up to 7 tables. I would say so. You know, your tournament is in high demand, so I'm going to expect in the future maybe we can expect more people to come to the BBR.
Yeah.
So what's different this year with the BBR?
Well, we have the new changes. So we have the 3.0 rulebook now, which a lot of it was the anti-aircraft is the main thing. The main thing that changed everything. Anti-aircraft guns are a more useful asset because they negate the target select, which was a huge success in BB2. Everybody loved the target select a little too much.
A little bit too much. That's why with the new rule set, tactical bombers can no longer target select infantry, which is overused and abused quite a bit, especially in China, right? Which was the Chinese were taking quite a beating in that region of the game board. Another thing that I noticed is that the AAAs, the onboard AAAs on the battleships, I'll tell you what, it makes quite a difference. In the last 2 practice games that I've had, the AAA, the Season 110 in Europe, have engaged effectively and have been able to shoot down at least 1 or 2 attacking German fighters every turn.
And that's the whole reason for the setup adjustment for Germany by giving them that destroyer. Is just to help. I know you're probably going to lose a plane. You don't want to lose the battle too. I gave you an extra unit to hopefully absorb a little more.
It does. So one of the things that I like about the BBR the most, that it's not a static game. I was talking to Cowboy yesterday and the guys in our group, where I like the fact that the game is constantly evolving. You know, every year there's a little bit something that is a little bit different from the previous year. And some people may not like that. I particularly like it because it's not the same game. It's funny, the more you play the game, the more you find improvement places where you could, in the game, you can change and make even better.
Well, it also makes these events important because you find errors that somebody else will do something that no one else has thought of. And it's like, well, I got to fix that. You know what I mean? But so these things help also grow the game.
As a matter of fact, now that we were talking a little while ago about changes, there are changes to the map itself as well.
I can see changes, yeah.
Right, but the Casablanca.
Casablanca, yeah, having Casablanca was on there as well.
Yes. So now it's a little bit more difficult for the U.S. to be able to bring forces onto Africa and into the Mediterranean.
That can't be a last-ditch effort anymore. We just slam everything there on turn 8, and Italy can't do anything about it. You have to do it a turn before now, which gives Germany a turn to counter. You know, it gives us a...
And I believe there's also a naval base now in Argentina.
Yes.
So there are quite a few changes, guys, and tell you what, it's all for the betterment of the game, and it really is making the game a bit more interesting every
Oh,
single
and we added 2 new points. We have the Imperial point and the right
And
point.
the right point, well, the right point is 70,
70 IPC.
70 IPC. So that in itself is a victory objective point, right? And then you have the Imperial Japan,
Which is 52.
52 IPCs. So those are 2 new victory objective points that you can shoot for in order to win the game by the end of the
And
game.
what's nice about those is they float all over the map. You don't have to do one particular thing. I mean, you could, your empires can float wherever you want them to go. About
Let's talk about the bunker a bit. What's the next thing? What are you going to do? I see that
Okay, well, so
it's still a work in progress. by the way.
Wendy finished this for me.
Yeah.
But bless her heart, this is all going to get covered in plaster. Because what's going to happen now the paneling's been in, the whole thing is going to get plastered, and then it's going to be broken off here and there. So you're only going to see patch of the brick showing through here, and all the concrete block will also be all plastered. So next time this will pretty much be all be white, except for the patch of the brick popping through here.
Excellent, sweet.
And the banners will be in custom frame. They're all going to be custom framed, and I'm going to start. Those are just progressing their way down the wall as the years go on.
Right. It's going to be, it already is a beautiful setup that you got here. And anybody who loves this game, who's got a passion for this game, and who is community minded, has got to make a pilgrimage. Any event that you go to, I highly recommend, not only because of the game itself, not because of only of the passion that we have for the game, but also because it provides a sense of community. The guys that are part of this community are just a great bunch of guys. And I really believe in that, and I really say that sincerely. When you participate, when you get yourself immersed in this environment, you will not regret it. And you'll see that it's not just about the game. It's about the guy next to you and the guy across from you who is a great guy. So with that, anything else?
No, hope you all have a good time. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you, my brother. Thanks for hosting this event once again, and I really appreciate it. I know that you've done more than most, to say the least. So
Thank you. And I am thankful to have a stationary place now. I don't have to-
it's no longer the temporary shelter.
No, and I no longer have to clean the shop every single time I want to.
What is the official name of?
Oh, we're gonna call it Site B3
Site B3.
because everybody uses bunker. So what is the Bloodbath bunker? But we're just gonna say Site B3 because it's 3 B's in it.
I refer to my own garrison as the bunker as well. So everybody does, that seems to be the common theme. So Site B3 is nice. It's got a nice ring to it. My brother, once again, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, just once, we are doing social distancing here. Everyone does have masks.
Yeah.
There are sanitizer everywhere. Trying to do the best we can to.
Yeah, everybody, for the exception of this interview with Jason, with Sire, okay, we have our face masks. For everybody else, as soon as face masks are going on and we have sanitizers, everybody's taking the necessary precautions to prevent anything from happening. So very responsible.
If somebody starts to, if I hear somebody cough, they're getting a scanner.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as I like to say, actually, I'm not even gonna say farewell right now because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be shooting more content for you guys to watch. I'm gonna go over every single table and every team. All right. So after we end here, we're gonna go ahead and do that shortly afterwards. Hey, YouTube guys, so we're back with table number 1. We're here at the BBR number 3, and it is the Midwest Bombers versus the, I'm forgetting our team name, the Rust Belt Brigade. Not a good thing. Rust Belt Brigade versus the Midwestern Bombers, and they are who? VK Cowboy and Hambone. And of course, the Rust Belt Brigade, my partner over there, Warpig. All right, so here we are. We are currently halfway through round 1, and the heat is on. Things are getting very interesting. It's a lot of fun. And tell you what, we're gonna give these guys a run for their money. We're not gonna make it easy. They are the favorite team, I think, in this tournament to win. Let's hope though that we're up to the task.
That's not where I want to.
All right, here we are, table number 2. Can I interrupt very briefly? Can you guys Identify yourselves. Corporal, you are what team?
24, we are the Axis. I'm playing Germany and Italy.
And of course, and that is
I'm the chaplain, Rob. I'm playing Japan.
okay. And how about you, gentlemen?
11 Mike playing UK, Russia, and Canada or whatever.
China.
And China. And you guys are still in round one, I presume.
We're allies. We're just finishing up round one night. I'm
Fa-
ready to go.
Raider Bill, pleasure, brother. Fantastic.
So,
Thank
if
you.
I say one more thing, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Big Raider fan, Niner fan, so it's
Oh,
like a
there's that rivalry going on there. Fantastic. All right. Let's go to the other side of the bunker. Table number 3. Gentlemen, sorry to interrupt. Can we identify our teams here? Team names and team members. WWF. And you are, sir?
I'm Wildcat Station 305.
I'm with them.
Whitley. Okay. And you guys are playing what side? Which side?
We're the Allies.
You're the allies.
We're the
Okay.
good guys.
And you're the good guys. And these are the bad guys. Team name, please.
Peach Town Players.
And of course, G.I. Joe and the one and only Sire Blood, the creator of the BBR. And of course, there you go. And you guys are playing, obviously, the Axes. All right, they are the bad guys. All right, table number 4.
Nicest bad guys around.
The nicest bad guys, that's for sure. Table number 4, gentlemen.
Hello, Detroit.
Hello, my brother. You guys are which team?
We are the People's Army of our glorious leader, Kim Jong-il. Boom, baby.
Now, guys, you really have to focus on the T-shirts. Check it out. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. A lot of team spirit here.
He's glorious.
How about you fellas?
We're anonymous.
You're anonymous. How about your names? Hey Jim, of course. How are you, Jim? Sorry, my brother. I'm just saying hello to you right now. It's a mask, absolutely. And of course,
Gambler 6.
Gambler 6. Yes, yes. You were at the BBR last year, right? Yeah, of course. I remember. All right. And what round are you guys in? One. Fantastic. Good luck, guys. All right. So we're well into round 1. Things are getting interesting. I tell you what, everybody's having a blast.